So I need Justin Roiland and whatever the fat fuck is to understand this really, really fucking quick. This entire vocalization, as my hand, my body, my brain, the government notices my fucking leopard persona and puts it out on the fucking like death match of like all of them playing God onto the Native American Great Spirit, and we're all just gonna sit here till the end of time and notice how the dead natives preach, their old culture forever. It'll be perfect as long as we just stay there. So every fucking no, I'm not talking about every psychopath. Every psychopath, every sociopath has this comfort zone when they say everyone, and then they walk away. Everyone, they walk away. As a paranoid schizophrenic, that doesn't exist. Most of the general public, that doesn't exist. We have to actually go out and check with our heart chakras, with love, to see what's going on. Heartless, soulless, coldless people fall back and just use their IQ. They're like, nah, I'll just work my way out of this one. All right, and that's why they prey on everyone else. Now, my rapists always prey on me. My dad works for the fucking government. My rapist uncle, which is the funniest fucking joke I know to the entire fucking internet, who uses my whole body and soul as just a fucking nervous system to be loud and comfortable in the astral plane, like literally just I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just trying to like describe how much all of you use me to just do the deep sigh and the silent like, I guess I'll kill myself, but I don't know why. And you have a high IQ to understand Rick and Morty. Well, Rick and Morty is like 10 times worse than all of the people crawling up and saying, this is okay in the back of your cerebellum, like, just let me fuck you, baby, anytime you want when I feel like it later. Okay? Because Rick and Morty is training people like psychopaths, like my fucking rapist, see, they're fighting me literally physically in this video. All of my rapists in my family are completely insane, and they debate killing my entire family line, or me, personally. Like, these people live in Utah. My rapist uncle lives in fucking Utah, and he's raped my entire family line. He's raped he's raped a ton of, children. He's one of those pedophiles that rags and rapes all the kids that pass through their house. Really, think about those jail sentences and all those pedophiles. That's America. Do you see that it turned into Native America? That's politics, and here's the line. That's life and death. So most of America is on some dark web social media that's not fucking Facebook, and they know each other. They know who they are. And they all look around. That is a network of astral telepathy, like bare minimum. Pedophiles are the first people to figure out telepathy and keep it around and make sure nobody else remembered it, because they need to always check each other to see deep down, hey, are you the most illegal thing on the planet Earth? Because you're not supposed to be fucking kids physically. And they're always like, oh, the most damn thing, and they keep doing it because their childhood got ruined as someone with a high IQ or whatever. And then they cannot process it properly, they can't heal properly, especially as men who can't process rape at all, just decide to just keep going, and it just continues the cycle of abuse. So there's a ton of men like my fucking rapist uncle, who is a jail warden, who threatens me astrally, and every time I make a sound or move or talk or have a full-blown conversation, because it's not hard to channel someone into your fucking body at all. I don't know who that is. It's probably Jim Carrey telling me that's a Jim Carrey. I'm telling Jim Carrey to do drugs, plus a lot of little fusions. Hollywood will just build fusions here, and then they just kill them. You're there to kill them. And they're kill. Oh, who's getting canceled? You're getting canceled. You're getting canceled. Everybody's getting canceled. Everybody's getting canceled. Oh, everybody's getting cancer. Oh, like that's Hollywood. Okay? Now they look out into the astral plane. They say that's America, and they're here to fucking squat on anything else that they can't control. So California is a hive mind that everyone just pays for and eats. I'm serious. And then the rest of the world has to just suffer and die like all the rest of the world is. It's the rest of the states. The rest of the states is just getting shot and murdered and dying because we're all fucking falling apart. I, every single day, have to go through all these energetic conversations, just talking into my mirror. If I try to smoke weed and sit here, my chakra points reflected turns into someone deep enough in my astral self that they look in my eyeballs and they look at the idea of me just here, and all the fire, all the stuff, and all the people like conversing, all the energy of like, this is a lively place, like this is an open room, this is an open chat room. I'm actively conversing with tons of people around the world just fucking constantly, and all of you people on the internet who do not remotely understand, like, hey, Zach Cadell, who didn't believe I existed and made fun of Corey for the poisoned water in this country and is some sort of fucking gay, but that's Japan's third face. Okay? I respected him for his IQ. I hate this boy, and I will not address you personally in my personal space because you're killing me physically. Get out. Like, beat it. Like, I'm burning incense. Look at your witch cunt girlfriend. Look, I'm never calling his ex a bitch or a cunt, but I will say your witch ex-girlfriend taught you jack shit. You don't know anything at all whatsoever about witchcraft and hoodoo. Think about voodoo. Voodoo is something where you pierce the heart and you have to understand how to charge an item to find someone. You don't just sit here and stab shit. You find a person. Do you understand what that is, astrally? Now everybody else does. Okay? But like, period. Everyone, to the point where me talking about how all of these people who rape me and rape my like sister and all of her friends can hear me scream and shout on video and all the time debate putting me on the Nazi shots again in the wards where they're not going to care about me complaining about how I get tardive dyskinesia, I get a fever, and I get a heart rate that gets really, really bad. So everybody in Hollywood has been wearing paranoid schizophrenia as an act in a face, and my IQ since my life path was broadcast in Futurama physically as my life path of 9, because my birthday is 9/13/94, and putting this online, I'm getting stalkers like full blown, who would just eat me alive physically or kill me in a car wreck to like scrape up some blood or something and like just sell it on the dark web for like $1 million. None of you understand what it means to be a schizophrenic, born in this country, born and raised on cannabis with a brain like this. The government has been personally stalking, watching. I'm not even fucking kidding. I shouldn't have to go on here and beg for my life for everyone else, but none of you believe I exist because of years and years and years and years and years generational keeping me in place, because I happen to be some little Jesus Christ that got a little bit too high in the United States because I'm just a disabled person and they didn't expect the internet to get this far. Like, look at the FCC's fucking video of like the memes. Like, I'm falling so far out of myself physically that it's actually hard for me to understand what I'm saying, but I will keep screaming into the video until someone saves my life because physically I'm dying through space-time and there's too many people in my body. I've got rapists from high school that stalked me and they stay in my throat and they try to smoke my weed and they stay in the back of my cerebellum and they're here to make an imagery show at any point in time through like electricity, all the fourth dimensional portals, and anything of just their eyeballs looking. And we could sit here and debate till the end of time of exactly how Trump became president, but that's how, generationally, that's exactly how. It's just people analyzing each other and staring into their brain and their asshole and saying, I own you, through like the frequency of the chakras is just going. This is not something that should exist in Buddhist countries where they have to actually pull back and focus, but it does. Barely, because even with the camera focus, they meditate and they cleanse their souls and they have an aura and they have an area. This is why fire meditation got like, people got really afraid of it now, because if you meditate by fire, you'll have cyclical fire in your life, and you can actually, if you need the truth, not only call down upon the sun, but call down upon all the times you burn something, call down all the times you had fire. Like, honestly, like Zach Cadell, did your girlfriend ever teach you exactly how this will ground you to gravity? And no, okay, no, Nikki. That's all of Hollywood hearing witch and Zach Cadell in my vicinity, and there I'm dying of anorexia for about 4 to 5 years. The screeching will get me put on shots, which they can hear through space-time, which is just, it's a void. So anyone at any point, and like, think of a reverse Christmas tree of just watching. The inside-out Christmas tree. That's it. That's fourth dimensional space-time in the United States, and people just preying on you through time. So what needs to happen, like, this year, period? I'm talking period, because no matter what, everyone is going to wake up to fourth dimensional space-time travel at some point, and they're all going to lose their fucking minds in whatever the fuck Hollywood is. I'm dead serious. I worry the fuck about MGMT all the time, because I look at this fucking country and it says Hollywood isn't eating babies. In fact, we're incredibly PC, and you're very lucky to have Hollywood as a state in your country, because we're the only thing saving all of you at the end of the day, period. And then like some script runs and someone snickers, and then there's like memes, you know, and then they kind of like have to accept that reality is just the void coming at them at all angles. At some point, we're all just sex dolls and objects, and I'm not just I'm not just some MK Ultra sex doll toy, period, at all. I have an incredibly high IQ, and I'm getting stalked for every single video I put online, regardless if it makes sense or not. So if you want to ask yourself exactly how Hummels and Heroin came to be after my mental breakdown in 2017, let's look at like that billboard of like, what are they going to do? Cancel South Park. And just like the fact that they can say anything they want to discredit, they can cancel anybody at any point. Okay, cool. Now, I grew up on South Park, and that's a beautiful, beautiful thing to approach Hollywood and be able to cancel someone who's just, like, fucked up. But at the same time, like, they've canceled every single person except for Matt Groening. And Matt Groening is like, let me crawl into your cerebellum and fuck you at any point in time, and that's fine. And I'm not going to lie, I don't want to start this. I don't want to be the person to say this, but I have to say this. Truth Page woke vegans hate Freemasonry, and as a physical force, Freemasons have targeted me so personally. They're just building this world in my body, which I hate Rick and Morty for endorsing. Personally, I'm serious. Where they just live somewhere between my survival instinct, my voice, and my brain, and my ability to connect the three, and they just live in my breath and my heart and my ability to smoke weed and feel good. And they fuck me and my pussy, and we're just like, we're all this big old happy spaghetti monster. Come on, vomit us. Let's get high, live in the garage. I've been homeless, it's not a joke. And they all say, hey, honey, we're trying to help you out. It's the Holocaust. Now, every single time I post online, I post anything. Because of being born on the 13th, being born in like the center of the United States, being born in, I want to be a psychologist, quote unquote, saving the world by pointing out, hearing voices is possible in other countries, and it's not like, it's not something, well, okay, 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 I don't care about other countries right now. I don't give a shit. So I need somebody to understand. Even pedophiles are the ones who originally made the ancient Egypt. I got a meme somewhere. I'll find on my computer if I can competently, survive. I'm waiting right now for somebody to understand how much I need someone to. I just need someone to understand exactly how much Zach Cadell, your bitch little girlfriend, didn't do shit. And I'm not mad at your girlfriend personally, but the patriarchy is making you attack your girlfriend because she has the same name as me. That's it. That's literally it. Like, ex-girlfriend too, even. It doesn't even make logical sense here. Pedophiles rape kids through karma. They come up behind you, and they will actually, like, Hollywood has this giant spiraling unconscious of all these different, like, personalities and moods and things to write into a script and all this. And then there's a writers picking and being on this, and there's all this fanfic. This is a huge mess. But there's always there's a cycle of like emotion and like Marvel film script that's just always kind of running. That's just never gonna end. And I'm always gonna tell them like, where's the B Nazi or whatever. But if you ever learn enough about your chakra system running in and out of your personal body in this country, and you start to take anything negative out of the back of your head, I'm talking positive light is good vibes, and it's why Bob Marley's dead, it's why Terrence McKenna's dead, it's why I'm like dying physically. I'm serious, as a schizophrenic, because everyone's eating me alive from my good vibes. As a stoner, trying to just not kill myself this whole time. Everyone's shooting up their skulls. I'm trying to not kill myself as a crazy cat lady with no job, and all this. None of this is real. None of the quote unquote astral plane is. Come on. None of this video is real, apparently. All of my will to survive in the back of my throat is a beat and rhyme that's playing a song in my head, and my entire life is coming down to this script that's like Mary Sue basic bitch garbage when it comes down to like, oh, Jesus is here to save the day. Oh, it's a real paranoid schizophrenic. Oh, and it's like, I have to like praise and worship all the vegan truth pages for being here, but at the same time, I'm here to scream at everyone because they're all getting shadow banned, and none of you care. Joji is like the most fluoridated, dazed faggot I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. Because I screech and scream through that Japanese third phase 10,000 times. That is Pink Guy. That's witches dying at the stake in America. And that's his big heart, his big schizophrenic heart coming out to all good old Whitey killing the white women. Like, I know that kid. He's like, that's the white woman dying. Like, no question. That's funny as fuck instinctually, because what's funny instinctually, what's cool instinctually, is not homelessness and mental disease, for one. For two, everyone should know at any point in time, music is weaponized in the United States with frequencies because they want to detach you from the musicians, making love bonds that they don't understand out here in the tree of life at all. They think they can just take over the world with a butt rape army because historically it's worked with money, and they can just continually always keep it a first name, last name basis, and just some identical art. And this is why, even just my speech, I can't say this right. Physically, anyone who's written anything, everyone's creative space is under attack significantly, because you see how much I'm mad at Matt Groening. Like, Rebecca Sugar is the one telling everybody it's okay to accept aliens and fuse with other people and make a new personality with somebody else. And this is like the most like American thing I've ever seen about understanding the astral plane and calmly waking someone up through like a dream, basically. Of just, it's okay to fuse with your friends. It's a little bit weird, it's a little bit sexual, but you have to trust each other and you change. And it's okay to fuse with crystals, because this is how you actually reach aliens. You actually go out in outer space, because light is scientifically proven to travel no one wants me to say it. The speed of light. You can travel millions of years if you understand how to train your brain with sunlight, and you can travel fourth dimensional space time very well. It's just everyone else noticed it's my dick, it's money, and it's and they all just kind of went after it. And honestly, like, a lot of them don't understand concepts of karma and like evolution as well as I do, like that. But at the same time, a lot of them just know that they can hide. So everyone who's ever written anything, at any point, basically, can be told, you can use a Bible verse and a Bible song and the memory of church and all the people there in church to attack people. Like, I've been in church before, and people actually, if people like recognize me from church, they always have to like hide back in the mass at church. Like, they'll go back to all the times they went to like this puddle of people, and it's the same thing as a priest like looking into a nun. So all of America is going to see Christianity, and people are going to do violent shootings on Christians. And Christians are going to say, "Whoa, this is the judgment hours." Does anyone understand? As a schizophrenic in the middle of this, born on the 13th, which is like magic, day of like someone killed the last one of us ever. There's millions of schizophrenics. Justin Roiland, you and the fat fuck are drunk in the back of my brain, eating up, like, I'm dying here. I'm somewhere down, somewhere like down in the back of my head, like down here, but my heart and my like my life, and I'm just like dying of anorexia and screeching, and then I have to be really quiet and stay here, and occasionally I can experience the astral plane as like the Majora's Mask like moon of everything comes in. It gives me paranoid schizophrenia and gives me nerves damage because they're all sinking really deep into here just to be the force of like Satan brings the light bringer into my life at all points. People keep jumping in front of my third eye to tell me what I'm doing next and tell me when I die. And if I ask, how long will I live in this country with a life path like this of all these people fucking torturing me in Hollywood personally and then telling me everything's magic or it's their body and it's not? And physically, I have to keep screeching to save my life. Like, none of you understand. If I had Google Glass and I was recording every time I just smoke weed and people make me talk when they know it can be socially discredited or killed for conversation. See, killed for conversation is really, everyone's going to look at you as a psychopath, sociopath in this country, in this wave, and they keep killing you if they're not God. And if they're God, they're just God. And you just die at some point. And they're God, and you just die. He's God and you die. They're God and you die. God controls death, and the Son, is Satan and the light bringer. This takes not long to break out of, and we're just going to be in a country filled with people who are they're all making me screech because these screeches are such a high frequency that it's actually like making people debate murdering me, and because it's giving people life sentences because they're being discredited socially in like 5 to 10 years. Or something. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say I survived these 5 to 10 years because I teach you all how to do this. And it's not 5 to 10 years. Actually, excuse me, hello. That's Hollywood. Everyone's answering. People are talking. It's you're falling in and out of a full hive mind. There's a full functioning hive mind here. Do you all see that? So witches used to be able to, witches used to, I. So at the end of the day, it's going to turn into tantric sex. Now, if you teach tantric sex properly to Hollywood, on top of like all of these other problems I've said in videos, everyone is going to get fucking shot or murdered because we're not fucking Australia at all when it comes to gun laws and mental health checks. Now, mental health is always just that fallback of like, guys, it's mental health. It's a mental health cry. It's mental health. And if you Google the New World Order, this is a huge system of like, some of these are rigged, just like Alex Jones said. And some of these are just people losing their fucking minds because this is generations of people with money, psychopathically glaring into each other and just declaring war and just like, you know what? It's me, you, and RQ, and it's some sort of sport or something, and fuck all the little people and just keep draining them for money. So whatever men are, it's just they're gonna like clench something with their fucking face and their angry teeth into the pineal gland because their daddy raped them at some point and they can't handle it generationally, period. We're gonna go ahead and end male suffering and end male dominance as like God energy, period, in this country because it's gonna murder everyone. That's it. Like the fucking dog. I'm not even joking. None of you understand this shouldn't be my problem to save all your fucking lives while you all look at me on Twitter like I'm some fucking lunatic. And Joji jumps through portals and I have to question if he's raping his friends because he does things like kiss Rich Brian in public where the whole mass, and he knows as a Christian, is going to ship him and them kissing. And all he does is jump around as himself. In anime fucking Japan, or if you watch Naruto, you can do that through space-time if you remember where you were a second ago, or if you just understand good karma in time and rhythm. Like, the astral plane is going to have different versions of you because you're going to see yourself through time. Like, period. I'm not even joking. I learned that from Naruto. I didn't even remember Naruto right. Avatar had blood bending. I didn't even really remember that right, but these things exist. You can't have duplicates of yourself. And Joji, he could be a seriopathic rapist. I trust him because he has a messy room like Corey, and he seems like someone who's going out to solve the mental health crisis, a schizophrenic, trying to defeat the third face, murdering women in the U.S. As someone personally with a crush with him, that's my life path with him, but he's ignoring me profusely because I'm disabled, and that's basically a sin in Japan. So I need you all to know, I'm dying so much that, someone had that's Hollywood as a reaction wearing me as a face. They're all listening to me as a vibration of preach. They're all drunk. There's a heartbeat. They're drunk. And now I'm in trouble. Do you understand? I'm incredibly sorry. I burned myself. I have to go now. Oh. No, I'm all right. Thank you. Now, someone just made me lie to my mom, and that's actual sin. Someone just made me fucking sin. Now, if you understand the matriarchy and the patriarchy, you understand the fucking patriarchy that feminists are pissed off about, good old patriarchy, where is it? Dirty butt rape, chloroform and weed. Like, why is this my problem to wake up America as one of the most disabled fucking people? If I start screaming, because I've been dying of anorexia for 4 years. I don't know if the fucking pictures are still up of me screeching, my memento disorder. And Joji is moaning and just seducing me to death. And Japan just kind of falls over and dies in daddy issues. Nazi country. Grab him by the pussy. I don't know what the fuck, okay? Like, someone saved my life. George Miller, I doubt. You're straight. Oh, Joji, are you smart enough to get this? Hey, Joji, look at here. Can you understand this one? Oh, okay. Thank you, George Miller. You want me like break my benefit? If I make too much money on PayPal, they take my benefit away for a month, and I have to tell them I made too much money. So you better make me lose my benefit. I give like $5,000 PayPal. Thanks, George Miller.